my word, Darren. And by the way, we're live, so so we can keep typing, or we can. Are we? Darren, I really like your paradise view better.
You want me to go back to it?
No, I'm just saying. I like it.
I think the
better.
viewers will like the
Okay.
Cybertruck better. Just
I agree. I agree.
Okay,
yeah,
there we go.
it's my 2
It's gonna be a
cents.
fan favorite.
Yeah.
but probably the first time in a long time we're not talking about the Cybertruck tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was preparing for the Cybertruck.
Yeah, I know. Well, you could talk about Darren's backdrop if you like, but no, we weren't. Is someone
Can we
near
just
a
do like a quick sexy or hideous? Should we do a quick poll? Can we do a quick poll? What do you think about the Cybertruck? Is it sexy or hideous?
You can,
Who-
yeah, you can. You like. Before we do that quick impromptu or impromptu poll, I just want to welcome everyone to the Regen Nation podcast. We are live, and if you're listening at home, this is it. Let me just. Okay, let's do the poll. I just want to bring up the chat. Okay. We'll do the poll, and then I'll do my introductions, and then we'll start. Dan, hideous or sexy Cybertruck?
I wouldn't say.
No, just one word.
I would say.
I'm kidding.
Sexy.
Sexy?
Yeah.
Coming to you last, Paul.
Okay.
Noah, can I even ask you? I know I promised I wouldn't.
I am going drop dead gorgeous.
Okay.
I thought you were going to plead the fifth.
Yeah, I thought he was going to. I promise Noah that we're not talking anything to do with Tesla. So.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
that.
I'm
So
sorry. That's my fault. No,
No, it's
I
not your
didn't
fault.
know.
No, it's okay.
He may be omitted from
It's all good.
some polls, but right now
I'll
he's
just
Okay.
saying
disappear.
drop dead. Yeah, just pretend to have streaming issues. Darren, I think I know your answer, but I'll ask you anyways.
Sorry, I'm not sticking to one word. I'm going to say both. But I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
How can we both if you love it?
Just because it's so different.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. Aaron,
I'm gonna say the future is now. I like it.
you liked it?
I like it.
Oh, I think you said you liked it, like past
No,
tense.
no,
Like,
hasn't changed. No.
okay. And everyone knows my opinion, which it doesn't matter anyways. Okay, I'm going to come back to the last person. Paul.
I think it's fugly, but I want one.
Oh, you want one now. I knew your answer. I knew you thought it was fugly, but I didn't think you wanted one.
Let's take it.
Do you have a reservation spot?
Yeah, I do. I'm like a really early one. I think I'm like 13,000.
We should compare and
Yeah.
see who's got the earliest. I want to know.
Guys,
Must be pretty early too.
do we really think that they're going to follow the lineup this time?
I don't think so. I think they're going to probably launch it in the US first. And
Sorry. Look at,
sorry.
No. I'm falling into that trap of asking the questions, but I'm looking down in the corner right below me here. I'm looking at Noah, and he's like, zip.
No, truthfully,
Okay.
I have no idea. They trust me that I have no information that you guys don't have. So
Yeah. Oh,
The guy below me has info.
yeah. I was gonna say there's someone that has information, and
This
he's
guy.
right.
oh yes, there's only one person on this call.
And Darren's not under an NDA, I don't think. Right?
Oh, I think sometimes I think he is, Paul.
Oh, okay.
Unofficial NDA.
Yeah, sometimes I think he is.
Do they have different trims of this vehicle right now? Because it's only one color, right?
Oh God, we're asking way too much questions.
They can't
for
really
Noah.
rotate through the trims, so.
So, how was your day today, Noah?
Good, very good. Actually, I had the day off, but I work from home all day, so it's usually how it goes.
This is a stellar Tesla employee. He had the day off, but he worked from home
For free.
I was gonna you took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say for free.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay,
Because we can only work in the office.
technically. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no. Oh, yes. In your company, there is no working from home.
Oh,
That's right.
Unless
Yes.
you're on a day off.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So now you're
Even then,
you're
Even
doing
then,
more. Okay, so you didn't work from home.
exactly. Unofficial.
Yeah. I hear you. Okay. Tonight's podcast is a little mini podcast. When I say mini, it may be a regular podcast for many people in terms of lengthwise. But if you've seen any of my podcasts, whether it was the Tesla Talks or the Regen Nation, you know, mini has to be sub half an hour because most of my podcasts, what are they, Darren? Usually
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Yep.
He says that as his voice trembles. I feel worse. I mean, I feel bad for all you guys when it goes over it, but I feel worse for Darren because he comes from the furthest away. Yeah, so if that makes any sense. Yeah. Okay. What I want to do is let me start by saying, okay, let's go back, just do a little recap of the podcast. Okay. So I put some notes together. So if it sounds like I'm reading at any time, I apologize. Oh, before I say anything, what I was trying to say before when I talked about the podcast, and it's going to be brief. It's not going to be a typical podcast with news and stuff like that. And I apologize for that. If that's what you're looking for, I don't want to say turn it off now, but it's not that episode tonight where we're going to talk about Tesla news. We're talking about different things or something different. Okay. So, and I haven't told these guys, by the way, I apologize in advance, guys. I know I didn't tell you what it's about. I told you I'm thanking you. I wanted most of the people together just to thank you guys. And that's really what, I mean, I thank you every day, but I wanted to get you guys all together to thank you. But, Franklin's there. Oh, speaking of which, he's here for, Franklin, we're not giving away. We talked about that already. We're not giving away free Cybertrucks. But with that said, don't leave. If you're here, Franklin couldn't join us in the flesh tonight, but he's here in cyber spirit, as I can see there in the comments. So yeah, let's do a quick recap. So let me get back to it. So as of today, it's 1,000, and I'm going to nerd out here, so I apologize. 1,616 days ago since I started the first Tesla Talks podcast. And if you're wondering, if you're doing the math quickly in your head, because I hear someone typing, don't bother. I'll tell you, it was January 22nd, 2020. It was the very, very first podcast. And I'm trying to see if, no, I don't. Aaron, I'd have to go back, and I apologize. I don't know this. Maybe Aaron was on it. I'm not sure. It was, I mean, some people think my podcasts now are crude, but it was crude back then. Since then, we've done over 70 episodes. We've had over 30 guests on the show. Guests from mainly, like, if you don't know, we're in Canada, all around Canada, but we've had guests from the US. I think I've had a guest from somewhere else, but I'm not 100% sure. So mainly North America. The podcast has gone through 2 name changes. It used to be, as we all know, Tesla Talks, and then just recently it changed to Regen Nation. We filmed in different locations. When I say that, Franklin knows. We filmed in a hotel room in Sault Ste. Marie. And for anyone that's not familiar with the geography of Ontario, Sault Ste. Marie is about 8 hours. I almost said an hour. 8 hours north of the Toronto area. And we were in a hotel room. That was fun that night. Franklin's laughing in the comments there. We've filmed in a car on the road while we're driving down the road. Franklin, once again, can attest to that. Filmed in backyards. I like going in my backyard every now and then. I'm in my basement. That's why I'm pointing up top. My backyard's right here. So we filmed in different locations. We've been on numerous platforms, whether it be Spotify, like a podcast audio streaming platform, to Facebook. We've streamed on Facebook before. I don't know if you guys knew when we were streaming on Facebook, but we were a few times. And of course, if you're listening to this or watching this now, we've done this on YouTube. Predominantly, it's YouTube. We've had a lot of good times. We had a lot of fun times. We laughed a lot. We've had a lot of jokes. That's the main thing. Like, when I started this podcast, I wanted to have fun and have jokes and stuff. And I wanted like-minded people and friends that we can all get together and just, instead of like how you would at a meetup or a dinner, sit down cyberly and talk about Tesla and talk about EVs and the news and stuff like that, but also, have fun. But we've also had some bad times too. When I say bad times, I mean nothing terrible, but we've had like mic issues. We've had not working or feedback or background noise. I mean, and you know what? That comes with the territory where we all have our own lives and stuff like that. And I know I'm rambling on stuff like that, but what I'm trying to get at is most of all, after all said and done, we've had a lot of fun. And like I said, reiterating, that's what the podcast is all about. So I've tried to put together here, as you can see on your screen, if you're watching this live or you're watching the video, some of my frequent guests on the show, just to say thank you. Like I said, some couldn't make it. These guys are the guys that have been on multiple times. The guy that's been on the most is Franklin, and he couldn't. And no, I thought Franklin was saying Elon. No, Elon's never been on, but I know Franklin wanted Elon to be on.
That's not why we're here tonight.
No, Elon. I'm not gonna. Hey, Elon, come on. No.
Huh.
Elon's not in my basement. But
behind door number 3.
Did you guys hear that? Was it Spaces or that parody? The guy that came on something where Elon was on, and he sounds exactly like Elon. Did you guys hear that?
I joined that call for about 2.5 minutes before I lost interest.
Yeah, but in those 2.5 minutes,
you did sound just like
it had me for 1 second. I was like, wait a second.
I couldn't tell the
checked.
difference.
I'm like, no, not Elon.
But did you? Oh, you could actually tell? I couldn't tell.
I had to check the profile for sure.
Oh, okay. See, I just heard the audio. I wasn't in. Was it Spaces on X?
I was an X space.
An X space. So see, I wasn't watching it or listening to it. I only heard somebody recorded it and put it on afterwards. So yeah. So as much as I wanted to get everyone on, and like I said, Ryan and Trevor and Franklin, those are some people. And if I miss anyone, I apologize. I mean, some of the people from the US, the special one-off guests, the guys down in the States, I couldn't get on. So I mean, I even said to Paul earlier, because I know Paul uses this platform every now and then, I said, how many guests will this platform hold before it maxes out? We've never tried it, right? So yeah, I just wanted to get you guys on to personally, face to face, say thank you for devoting your time and energy to doing this podcast in the weeks past, and in the months past, and the years past. I'm looking at my notes here, and I want to make sure I don't miss anything here. Taking your personal time out and away from your family, it's immeasurable, and I can't thank you enough. Just me stumbling over my words and stuff like that, it tells you that I can't put it into words how grateful I am for your efforts. So with that said, thanking you and everything like that, it's hard to say, but with all good things, at one point they must come to an end. And I know I butchered the saying somehow. So as of tonight, I wanted to get all you guys together to announce that tonight I'm ending the podcast. This is going to be the last hurrah, or the last, it's not even an episode, like I said. I'm ending the podcast. I don't want to, it's not to be a big announcement or go out in anything like that, but I wanted just mainly to get on here and get you guys on to say, you don't have to worry about me hounding you anymore. So you're all released of your duties. I'm just kidding. No, just thank you. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I can't say enough thank you. It's bittersweet, really, because I enjoyed doing this with you guys and meeting you guys, whether it's like once or twice a month, and chatting about Tesla and EVs and stuff like that. But as you guys know, in different realms, when I've asked you guys to come on, you guys know it's sometimes hard to do these. As much as we love it and we enjoy coming on, sometimes it's hard. And I can only imagine on the other end of it when I ask you guys, and I've always told you from day one, never to feel obligated or anything like that. If you can, you can. But whether I say that or not, I know you guys as friends of mine have, I'm sure, without a doubt, some form of or some feeling of obligation. to try to do it. And then I know in many times you guys have moved stuff around and shuffled stuff around to make it work. And I feel, and I've told you this before, maybe I haven't told you enough, but I always felt bad having you like move stuff around or being away from your family and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, it is hard because Paul can attest, doing a podcast, it's a lot of work and time. I mean, it's not just, the hour and a half itself when we're talking, I know it's an hour and a half, but it's supposed to be an hour. It in itself is just the time. But what a lot of people don't see or realize, and no fault of theirs, like the listeners and the viewers, is there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes and a lot of preparation. I mean, I know some of my podcasts, it doesn't seem like there's any preparation or any research, but believe me, there actually is preparation and research involved. And whether it's the day before, a few days before, a week before, leading up, Franklin used to help me a lot getting guests on the show, and I've thanked him numerous times for it. But I'll thank him again in front of everyone. My lights just went out. That's okay. So yeah, so it's a lot of work and a lot of time. Another reason that I'm ending it is, as you guys know, you guys are in the Tesla news and stuff like that. There's so many news channels on YouTube and stuff like that have popped up in the last couple of years that talk about Tesla news. There's websites like Darren's website, which is the definitive Tesla news and EV news website. That's me saying it, Darren. It's not you, and you didn't pay me to say it. I listen. For the last few years, I've been using majority of your news articles when I do the news, right? And I do these podcasts. So, it to me, not your stuff, obviously, but the Tesla news, especially on YouTube. I guess I'm talking about YouTube mostly. The market or the niche is saturated. You guys agree with me? Like it seems to be saturated, and
Definitely
every man and his dog seems to be doing it now, whether it's in a 10-minute news thing. I've seen a lot, and it drives me up the wall. Some of them are that AI voice where they just type.
I remember Dax, when we first met, it must have been like, I don't know, 2018, 2019, something like that. It's like there were maybe 15 or less Tesla channels on YouTube, right? And there's like 1 million of them now. So I hear what you're saying.
You have to circle things and have arrows pointing to things that aren't even really a point for the thumbnail. It's like, oh my gosh.
Well, there's that too.
Every day.
There's a lot of clickbait stuff and stuff. And I know we've had these personal jokes off camera and stuff like that about clickbait and things like that. I've been guilty of it myself, but I've also at the same time tried to stay away from it. But anyway, that's just diving deep into YouTube. But my point is, there's so much out there. I feel that the podcast has felt lost or cluttered in that whole, market, or for lack of a better word, I'll say market or community of EV and Tesla news and stuff like that. I'll still be doing my videos, and the channel itself isn't going anywhere. I'll still be doing reviews and experiments and stuff like that. And if there's breaking news or something that I find that we really need to talk about, like I said, I'm releasing you guys
back together.
Yeah. I'm releasing you right
back
now
together for another album.
But don't be surprised if I come knocking on your door sometime. Darren's like, oh my God.
Never going to be free.
What's that, Dan?
What do we clarify as breaking news?
Oh, well, I know.
Like, what's it got to be?
Cybertruck gets released in Canada first.
That's or Cybertruck gets released in my driveway. Or any of your driveways. I'm coming there, including you, Darren.
You'll be welcome.
Yeah, so, it looks like you have like 3 or 4 right now behind you.
They're all on their way to Darren's place.
Oh, yeah, don't I wish? Yeah.
That's where they've been going.
Well, You did
Cat's
say
out
a
of the
couple
bag.
crossed the border, right? Was it you? Somebody told me that a couple of them crossed or were
Rumor. Yeah.
rumored to have been crossing the border.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Yeah. But the main reason, I mean, those are all little sub reasons that I've thought long and hard before I made this decision. But the biggest reason, obviously, and as you guys can attest, looking at you guys here, all the people that listen and watch on a monthly basis, I can all imagine you guys are all family people, right? Family men, family women, and so I'm going to be taking more time to spend with my family. It's one of the things that I almost felt I fit it in, and a big, huge kudos goes out to my wife. She's very supportive of me. Without her, I couldn't do this. But at the same time, I felt guilty myself. Like, now it's like after dinner, I'm off work, I'm off everything, but I'm down here doing this where I could be or probably should be upstairs spending time with my family. So that was a little internal battle that I had with myself over the last little while. And yeah, so just spend more and better quality time with the family. Um, and and that's the selfish part for me, but also for you guys, so you guys can. I know I joke around about releasing you guys and not birdering. You know what word I'm trying to say. But at the same time, you guys, you won't have me. Hey, can you join me next Wednesday at 9 p.m.? No, you can't do that. Can you do 8? Can you do 8? Can you do 8:30? Okay, 8:15. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I won't be bothering you guys with that because, believe it or not, like I said earlier, I felt that I was bothering you guys at times, and I know you guys bent over backwards many occasions and made it happen. So, like I said, thanks to you guys on the panel tonight, and the people that even aren't on the panel. If you're watching this later. I will make a point to send it out to some of the people that may have missed it that I would have wanted here. You guys took the time out of your lives to listen and watch, and even the people, even not the guys on the panel, but especially the guys on the panel, but even to my listeners and viewers that may be listening to this afterwards on a podcast streaming, because I'll put this last one up there. That watched and listened throughout the year. Thank you very much for your support and your dedication. It's greatly appreciated. And like I said, big thanks to my family for putting up with me for all this time. And like I said, I'll still be on YouTube. Please, I was wondering how to word this when I was thinking about it today to make sure that it doesn't come across like I'm ending my channel, because I'm not. I'm not ending my channel. Like I said, there'll still be Regen Nation content, but the podcast part of it is going to be no longer. So thanks, guys. Thanks very much.
Are we still getting our royalty fees?
Yeah, your royalty fees. It's going to be, if you're okay with it, Dan, it'll be the same amount as last month. I just didn't have a chance to sum it up, so I'm just going to make it the same amount.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Do you guys remember that Seinfeld episode where Jerry keeps signing those checks for 1 cent and he gets carpal tunnel syndrome? That's that's our royalty.
Darren, you're speechless. Are you waiting to go, or are you just like wonder? Are you just thinking all the stuff you can do in your time now once every few months?
No, it's a sad night, Dax. I wasn't expecting you to say this, but it's been fun to be on your show over the years. Yeah. So thanks, and thanks for all the support as well.
No, thank you. Thank you
I
very
agree.
much.
Darren said it well. I think everybody, I mean, I speak for myself, but I think I speak for everybody a little bit when I say that it's always kind of just fun. Never felt like a chore. Just coming on here, having fun, talking about Tesla stuff. I mean, obviously we all are passionate about Tesla, and so it's easy and fun for all of us to, kind of have some buddies to talk about things with. And I think that everybody who listened obviously got the enjoyment out of it as well, hopefully. And yeah, I mean, everyone's still going to be around. Everyone's still doing their thing.
Absolutely.
It'll be like we were never gone.
No, absolutely. Like we still, at least the 6 of us right here, I know that I talk to you guys, if not on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. So that's not going to change. If anything, I may talk to you guys more now. But no, I'm all jokes aside. You're exactly right. It was fun, and that's the one thing I'm going to miss. Not the preparation and going through news articles and trying to find things to talk about, and setting everything up and prepping everything, but actually sitting down with you guys once everything's going and just shooting the breeze with you guys. That's the fun part. But with that said, we'll have meetups too, right? Like I still belong to our Tesla club. Aaron, remind me what it's called again.
I think it's Tesla GTA, right?
I'm kidding. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. But yeah, we're still going to do that. We were in talks about a fall meetup, are we not? Yeah, somewhere out in Vancouver. We're going to bring it to Darren this time.
Vancouver. It's far from the GTA.
We can do it. Come on, no, I need positive attitude here. We can do it.
The road trip is going to be, getting longer and longer. We're going to do this first jump.
I don't know if Elon's giving me the time off, guys.
Okay, like I promised, this is only going to be half an hour, and we are. What are we at? We're at 26 minutes. So, don't need to get mushy. Don't need to thank me or anything like that. You've thanked me enough. I appreciate all your efforts and everything like that, and all your kind words. Is there anything you need to say in the next 3.5 minutes? Because I'm making this 30 minutes for sure.
I just want to say it again, like Noah, like it's some of the, I drive a lot to work and I listen to a lot of podcasts, and the best podcasts are always the ones that people are just like shooting the breeze and having fun and talking amongst friends. And that's what this one's like. So I'm going to miss doing this.
Yeah. Well said, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. And as much as you say that no thanks are necessary, I think we can all agree that we're all thankful for you putting this together and investing more time than any of us ever invested to rally the troops, to put this up online, to have people listen in and maybe care, maybe throw their bad takes with my bad takes, because I know I've had some bad takes on this show over the time. I think I predicted we'd all have Cybertrucks by now. Looks like we're running a little bit late on that one. So, but no, yeah, I think we can all agree. Like, thanks for rallying us up and giving us the opportunity. Because, like I said, I've had fun, and I'm sure those of us who are here and those of us who are not here would agree that it was a good time. So, thank you, Dax.
Hear, hear.
No, the pleasure was all mine, guys. The pleasure was all mine. Okay. Like I said to anyone listening on the podcast, you've got over 70 other episodes you can listen to if you want to listen to old news and go back. But yeah, history in the making and all that kind of stuff. But going forward, this will be, today's date, by the time the audio version goes out, it'll probably be early September, in a couple days, if not a day. But as of August 30th, the Regen Nation / Tesla Talks podcast will be no longer, and you'll just get to, I'll leave everything up. I don't think I can, I guess I could take it down, but I'll leave it up. And anyone can listen to it, but we won't be doing anything. But as a matter of fact, I shouldn't say like go anywhere. Just if you subscribed, I don't know, I guess you on the podcast audio platforms, I guess you can subscribe. If you've already subscribed, don't unsubscribe me, because like I said, there may be breaking news or special one-off podcasts, and if you subscribe to me, you'll get notifications for that.
This is like a cliffhanger at the end of the movie. I mean, you're really leaving the door open here. This series isn't over. We're gonna have a reboot.
It's like part 1 of 3. What isn't that?
Aptera Talks 10 years from now. You never know. Like, we'll have
maybe it'll be a prequel. Maybe
exactly.
I don't know. How can we do a prequel? Paul, you have to invent a time machine.
Buggies.
We'll create an AI double of Dax and have it carry on the podcast.
I think Franklin already did that at one point, didn't he?
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me. And that's it. We'll chat with you guys later. Okay.
All right. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dad.